Yes. So let us start with this topic, that is determiners. So determiners, we have already read in our classes, previous classes, that how the determiners are the words used to identify or specify a noun in some way. जैसे your books, this poem, the highest peak, every citizen, some problem. So what we see, they are actually helping us to identify or specify a noun in some or the other way. So a determiner also, it's just a kind of signal, the signal of the coming of a noun. So the determiners, they are just like adjectives. They also qualify the nouns that follow. And we can also say it in other words, the determiners are words which are placed in front of a noun to make it clear what the noun refers to. We say that how determiners, they point out noun, they limit the meaning of the noun. How they limit? So suppose if I say that tall tree. Now it can be any tree, right? I could be talking about any tree because this is an adjective, tall tree. So it can be any tree which is tall. And when I say this tree, that means I'm not just talking about any other tree. I'm pointing to a certain tree and I'm talking about that tree. So that way, determiners, they limit the meaning of a noun. They point out the noun and they help us to qualify a noun that follows. So some examples of determiners: the, an, this, my, your, a little, some, any, all, few, a few, less, fewer, each, every, etc. And these are all determiners. So let's know more about determiners. Before that, sometimes students, they get confused with determiners and adjective. There is a very clear point of distinction between determiners and adjective. Adjectives, they describe a noun. Determiners, they point it out. As for example, tall tree. Tall word is actually describing the tree here. And this tree, it is pointing out at a particular tree. So the determiners, they point it out, they limit the meaning of a noun. Adjectives, they change their form. You can make tall, taller, tallest. But when you are using those words as determiners, the determiners, they do not change their form. An adjective can be placed after or before a noun, right? As for example, the girl is sweet, okay? Or we can say the mangoes are sweet. I like sweet mangoes. So that way, an adjective can be used both before a noun or after a noun. But a determiner can be placed only before a noun. So if you are placing it after a noun, then that word is not acting as a determiner. So this thing is an important part. That is, the determiner can be placed only before a noun. Let's take these examples. Like, I ate an apple. The boy in the red shirt is my cousin. She doesn't have much money. I didn't see any oranges in the market. That is their house. Every human being is unique. Now see, all the words which are in red, they are placed before a noun. They are pointing out a noun, they are describing out a noun, and they are limiting the meaning of a noun. They are specifying a noun, and these are all determiners. Classes of determiners. So determiners can be categorized into following categories. Articles, definite, indefinite. Articles are a and the. Demonstratives, this, that, these, those, such. Quantifiers, much, some, any, little, enough, a lot of, etc. Possessive, my, our, your, his, its, their. Distributives, each, every, either, neither, or either, neither. You can pronounce it both ways. Interrogatives, what, which, whose. So these are some of the determiners. So let's begin discussing the classes of determiners one by one. So first in the category of determiners is the article, which is divided in two parts, the definite and the indefinite article. Articles a and the, these are indefinite articles. A or an, these are used as a signal, that is the reference. That means it is actually non-specific or general. That means when I say a boy, it can be any boy. So these indefinite article a or an signal that the reference is non-specific or in general. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. So an apple, we are talking about apple in general. So that way, a box of chocolates was eaten by Charles. So it can be any box of chocolate. That means which is non-specific or general. Then the definite article, which is the, it signals that the reference is specific. The visitors are coming. That means we know the visitors properly and we are talking about those particular visitors. So when we particularize something, we are using the article the there. So let's just know more about these articles, the indefinite and the definite articles. So let's take articles a and an, which are indefinite articles, and they suggest one. So they are used before countable noun in the singular number. I'm repeating again, as they suggest one, article a and an are used before countable nouns in the singular number. A bird, an animal, an eagle, a parrot. And we use a with the consonant sounding words. That means like the consonant sounding words like train, ball, European. Now see, as this, even if this word European, it starts with E, but the sound that we are getting is of a consonant, y, and that's why article a is used with it. And similarly, an is used with the vowel sounding words. An apple, an eye, an uncle, an R. There we see that in this word, H-O-U-R, the H word is silent and the sound that we get is of a vowel. So an R. So this way we see how we use articles a and an. Next is the definite article the. Now the pronunciation is also very important. When we are using this the before a vowel, we pronounce the, right? So, and when we are using this the before a consonant, the pronunciation becomes the, like the book, right? And the apple. So that way the and the. So जब एक consonant sounding word के आगे the लगाएंगे तो हम pronounce करेंगे the. But if we are using it before a vowel, then the pronunciation becomes the. Is it clear? So first thing, that we use this definite article the when we want to particularize the noun. The book lying on the table. Please pass me the books lying on the table. That means I'm not just talking about any other book, the books which are lying on the table. So that way article the is used. Next, when a noun is mentioned for the first time, we use articles a or an, but when we mention it again, then we also use the, right? Gaurav presented me a book. The book contains several interesting stories. That means when I, for the first time, mentioned about the book, it can be any book that Gaurav presented me. But that particular book contains several interesting stories. That means the book which is presented by Gaurav. So when we refer for a thing for the first time, we can use article a or an, but when we are talking about the same thing again, then we use the article the there. We use the articles with the superlative degree, that is the adjectives in the superlative degree. We use there the fastest animal, the most hardworking students. The is also used with the adjectives in comparative degree. Jaise, he is the more experienced of the two candidates. So here we see that how the comparative degree of adjective is used, and we have used the article the there. Then before a noun which is considered to be unique or extraordinary or only one, that is the sun, the moon, the equator, the sky. This way, if we are talking about thing which is unique, which is only one, we use the there. Then before a common noun, when the noun represents the whole class, just say the dog is a faithful animal, the camel is the ship of desert. When an adjective or a participle is used to represent a class of people, like the rich, the poor, the wounded and the dying. So that way with the adjective we are talking about a class of people. There also we use the article the. Then there is a long list. We use the before the names of the ranges of mountains, the group of islands, rivers, gulfs, canals, seas, ocean, historical buildings, holy books, name of the newspapers, trains, ships, aeroplanes, with the cardinal numbers, directions, cardinal directions like the east, the south, the north, with inventions like the microscope, the computers, countries if the name contains a common noun like the United States of America, the United Kingdom, the whole families, just the Bachchans, the Khans. So here we use the in this case. Now, when we are talking about the use of article the is also omitted in some cases. Like with the names of the proper noun, we don't use article the there. We don't use article the with the names of proper noun. Then we also don't use article the with the name of materials, right? Like this table is made of teak. The teak nahi hoga. Teak, it's a kind of wood, it's a material. We will not use the there. Then abstract nouns like honesty is a great virtue. We will not use the there. Then name of the diseases, right? Tuberculosis is no longer an incurable disease. We don't use the. So these are some of the things which are to be kept in mind when we are using the determiner, especially the article a and the. Next in the category is the demonstrative, showing who or what is being referred to, means they point towards something or someone. These pairs of shoes are mine. That means I'm pointing towards a pair of shoes which are mine. I think that girl is their leader, pointing to a particular girl who is far away. So this, that, these, those, such are used to point towards someone or something. This and that is used for singular noun. These, those are used for plural noun. Now this and these is used to point out at the object which are near to us, right? And that and those are used to point out at objects which are at a distance, जो हमसे दूरी पर हैं. We use that and those to point out. Such is also used as demonstrative. Such people, such men. So we use this demonstrative to point out at someone or something. Next is the possessive determiners. My, your, his, her. So these words, they show something or someone belongs to someone. Means it shows possession. My brother Rohit will celebrate his birthday tomorrow. I will show you our new pet, not any other pet, our new pet. That girl is their leader, their leader. So this way they show the possession. Distributives. Each, every, either, neither. So a word referring singly without exception to the member of a group, that means these words show that the persons or things taken are one at a time. Like each of you can go to the market. That means we are referring to a group, but we are taking them one at a time. Every country expects loyalty. You can leave by either door. He looked at neither side of the door. Let's have a better understanding of this each, every, either, neither. Now, when we talk about either, either has two different meanings. First, it refers to any of the two different persons or things. As for example, we can hold the meeting on Monday or Tuesday. Either day is suitable. That means दोनों में से कोई भी एक. Either day is suitable. Second meaning, each refers to both. That means, sorry, second, either refers to both. That means there were high-rise buildings on either side. मतलब दोनों तरफ बहुत ऊंची-ऊंची buildings थी. इसी तरह neither is opposite of either. It means not the one or nor the other. So neither book covers my syllabus. मतलब दोनों में से कोई भी syllabus को cover नहीं करता है. So this way either and neither is used. Next is each and every. So we use each when we think of people or things separately, one by one. I questioned each member and got the same answer. That means मैं किसके बारे में बात कर रही हूँ? Each member की. That means एक group में जितने भी member थे, I asked them one by one and I got the same answer. And we use every when we think of people or things as a group. I know every line of this poem by heart. That means I am talking about the poem as a whole. I'm talking of the poem as a whole, that I know the lines very clearly and I have learned them by heart. Then there is one more explanation to each and every. Each is used for small number, preferably 2, or the number should be at least limited. And every is used when the number is large or indefinite, right? So this way we use the distributive each, every, either, neither. Next is the interrogative, the WH determiners. And you must remember this, that if I say, what style did you use in this handwriting? See, what style, as WH word, it takes a noun along with it. But if I say, what is the style of handwriting you have used in the handwriting? Then this what is not acting as a determiner, it becomes a pronoun. So the words which are used to ask questions, they are interrogative determiners. And remember, it can act only as a determiner if its noun follows it. It should be used along with the noun. So what style, which way, whose pen, what color? So these are the words which are used as interrogative determiner, used to ask questions. Next, quantifiers. So here quantifiers means used with a noun to show the amount of something. The quantifiers like few, much, most, some, many, a lot of, enough, little. So the quantifiers, it can be referring to a quantity or numbers. Let's take some examples. Some students are not in their proper uniform. If you see any oranges in the market, please buy some for me. She doesn't have much money. We haven't got many books. There is a little milk left in the pot. Now see, in some sentences, the noun is countable. In some, the noun is uncountable. And we have used these determiners in some way or the other, which refers to quantity or number. So let's understand the difference among the different quantifiers. Quantity is used like some, any, much, less, a little, the little. That means the thing which cannot be counted. which can be measured. Those are taken under the heading quantity. So these words, some and any, are used with the quantity, and some and any can also be used with the numbers which can be counted. Much, less, little, a little, the little, they come under the heading quantity. Number may many, fewer, a few, the few, few, and that means the quantifiers are used under the heading quantity and number. So the things which cannot be counted, you will use the determiners with those as much, less, some, any. And where you get a countable noun, you can use many, few, the few, etc. So let's discuss some and any. To express quantity, some is used in the affirmative sentences, any is used in the negative sentences. Like, I have some milk, but I do not have any sugar. So any is used here in the negative sense, some is used in the positive sense, that is affirmative. She bought some shoes but did not buy any dresses. Some is used in interrogative sentences when making polite request. Will you give me some sugar? In conditional sentences, as if there are any oranges in the market, please buy some. So any means यहाँ पर अगर आपको कुछ oranges market में दिख जाए, मेरे लिए कुछ खरीद लेना, that means here some is used in positive sense. Use of any in interrogative and negative sentences. Did you buy any stamp? So when you are using this any, it is used in interrogative and negative sentences. So when you are asking questions, use any. हम ये नहीं कहेंगे did you buy some stamps? It's always better to use did you buy any stamps? I didn't see any oranges in the market. So when you are talking about any things which is in negative, use any. Much, many. Much stands for quantity, many denotes number. Examples, were there many people watching the movie? She doesn't have much money. No. So words may be used instead of many. That means many जो है किसके साथ use होता है? Number के साथ. तो हम ये जो कुछ words है, we can replace many with a lot of, like a lot of people, a lot of, lots of, a good many, plenty of, a great number of. We can replace the word many with it. Or many can be replaced by these words. Much, we can use these words with in place of much because they can be used also with the quantity. A great deal of, a good deal of, a large quantity, plenty of, a lot of. Little, a little, the little. These are used with quantity. Little means hardly any. Little is used in a negative sense. A little refers to some at least in an affirmative meaning, and the little refers to the whole quantity. जैसे there was little that she could do to help him. That means वो उसके लिए कुछ भी कर नहीं पा रही थी. No hope was there. A little में there is a little water in the bottle so he can quench his thirst. So a little refers to a sufficient amount. The little means the whole of the amount. He wasted the little strength that he had in being angry. So जो भी कुछ उसके पास था, whatever the strength he had wasted that strength. So ये कुछ example है जैसे this can be used as little water. That means I need some more. A little, sufficient quantity to quench my thirst. The little water in the jug, I drank all the water. Few, a few, the few. Few means not many, almost none. So few is used with countables, right? Numbers. It has a negative meaning. Few tourists have gone to Kashmir this year because of the terrorism here. So that means this few is used in a negative sense. A few means some at least. It has a positive meaning. I have a few books left in my library. That means they are sufficient enough. The few means all of them, though very few in number, but still all of them. It has both positive and negative meaning as well. He lost the few friends he had. Means जितने भी दोस्त थे, उसने अपने सारे दोस्त खो दिए. So this way, these are the picture. These refers to few. This is a few, and it is the few oranges in the basket. Less and fewer. Less is used with the reference to quantity and fewer with reference to number, and they are used in comparison. I cannot buy less than 10 kilograms of rice. So less will be followed by than. No fewer than 2,000 people joined the strike. So keep this in mind when you are using this. Less or fewer, these are used in comparison. And thus, less is used for quantity, fewer is used for number. So dear students, this is all about determiners. Hope the topic is clear to all of you.